What's going on, everyone? This is Paul Newell from New Wellness Neighborhood, bringing you what I've learned. I figure as I go through and I do these videos, as I learn things about myself and as I go to integrate, I teach. Helps me to remember what helps me to remember the lessons, and it just I don't know, I'm at this space where I gotta share. It makes sense. It's just it's what is. I'm part of all of you. So I share as I learn things about myself. I'm gonna share it. And the thing I'm learning about myself is my belief system. And I hear this a lot, and everything you hear about, like, getting to what you believe. Yes, that's true. What I'm talking about here is really taking another scoop into that, and really taking a look at our results. And what that means is basically where our life is right now. Taking a snapshot. If it's not where we envisioned it, then there's something in our belief system that's wreaking havoc and that's creating these same results or these same things. So what I started recognizing was there are three areas really to focus in on. And when I was really going through this, I did a Facebook Live on it. I was just going off the cuff, and I was talking about how when people go for things, and at the time of this recording, it's going into a new year. But whenever we're going into something new, like a higher level, leveling up, or going for a bid for power in something, whether it's a new position, a different body, a different mindset, whatever it is, it's going to challenge a belief system. It's going to get us to really see and experience what our belief system truly is, because it's producing the results. So the thing that I started to recognize, especially around this new year, around this new time, a lot of people have these visions of having a new body, right? Like, I want to be like, I want to have a six-pack, or I want to, whatever I see out on social media or some picture of what I envision is the best. Now, when I go for that piece, or when I go for that bid for power, when I go for that new experience, new body, whatever it is, if I don't achieve that result, or if I'm not rooted in a new belief of I can achieve that goal or end game, then I'm going to easily be led back to my original result, which is the body that I started off with. Maybe, lesser, more, a couple pounds, but it's the same thing. So what happens is that starts to look at the belief system, which if you don't achieve your desired result, the belief system may be, my belief is that I'll never look like that. My belief system is that that's not me. The belief system could be a whole bunch of different things. But it may not be the belief system that supports what your intention is. So it gives you an opportunity for growth right there. And it's been given it for me. And one of the things that I started looking at here, we talked about the body, right? I just talked about that. And for me, it's about regulating my blood pressure. How I take care of myself, my tight hips. And then looking at what's my belief system and not staying consistent with the practice. And the belief system that I got to is that, like, anything I do is not going to work. So if that's my belief system, anything I do is not going to work. But if my belief system is that my leg is going to get better as my hips are going to get looser as I have this consistent practice, and I'm going to be in balance. Yeah, that's the belief system. Okay, what does that feel like? What am I able to do? And you notice here, what does that feel like? When we start to go into a belief system, that ties into an emotion, which is rooted in the body. What's that emotion that comes up in that belief system? Okay, I'm going into something else. I'm going to stay right here with the beliefs, okay? Body. The other one is the self. Not S-E-L, C-E-L-F. I'm going to put a hyphen here, because that's the cells, okay? When we have this belief system that's resonating throughout our body unconsciously, to most people, to some people, they're conscious of that belief system. But when that's resonating through our body, that's resonating through each of our cells. It's like a vibration. An internal vibration. If I'm thinking that, it's like an echo inside, like, I'm never gonna get this, get this, get this, get this, going down to a cellular level. So what's the beliefs in your self-talk, okay, about who you are? What's your belief about who you are? Okay, you have to look at these things when you're going for that next bid for self. And this is why this is important. If you're not looking at the self-talk about what you believe about yourself, like your being, your essence, then guess what? You're not, if we're not looking at that, then we're just letting ourselves go wherever we want. It's like we have this no sail, we're just casting in a river or in a sea, in an ocean, just going. And when we're in that space, we're going to be easily led astray. This is where we can go into things like, be swayed by what we see on social media, by messages we hear in the media, by messages we hear at schools and churches and all these different things. There's all these things that can come about when we're not conscious of the belief system around ourselves. And that also is looking at what's happening in our environment. Because if we're taking in certain things, as I said, being led astray, our self, SELF, begin to take in those messages about ourselves. Like, oh man, if I don't have that car, that steak at such and such, then guess what? I'm not it. I'm less than. As soon as I create this sense of want, then I'm already in a state of lack. Now the last piece here is purpose, belief in purpose. Oof, you know what? I'm going to start that one over. There it is. Purpose. What's your belief about your purpose? Like, your belief about what you do. About what makes you do what you do. Have you thought about that? I find that the more I work with people and the more I start collaborating with others and the more outreach that we have and the more people I get to meet, I find that there's this growing sense of I'm here for something else. Like I'm aligned to something, and that makes people, when they're not connected to it, that can make others feel uncomfortable. I'm going to speak for myself. It makes me feel uncomfortable, and that resonates when I express that to others. It resonates with them. So the reason why I say this is because for us to start to look at what we do, what our print is in our environment, in our community, all right, in our household, in our friendships, in our relationships, then we can gain this sense of purpose and like this belief in what drives this. Are we doing what we do because we believe we're supposed to? Are we doing what we do because we believe that, that's what our family does, so that's what I was told to do, or that's what that's what the usual goal is, or that's how it's been done before? Is that the belief system behind your purpose, or is the belief system is that I can make a change in this world? I can make a positive impact on this community. I can make a positive impact with my family. Whatever you're setting to do, that there's a call. And what does that even mean, a call? Like, you may hear that a lot coming up in the new year. A call, you're being called to. It means there's something in your gut that's driving you towards something. It may be towards helping animals. It may be towards eating just rice and beans. It may be just, I don't know. It could be a ton of different things. Everybody's different. Everyone's got a different path. The key thing is to remember, as you're getting called, it's gonna give you an opportunity to look at your beliefs. Because if you're being called towards something, that's driving you towards your purpose. Okay? And then that leads you to look at what's the self-talk, because you may have to rewire that. You may have to rewire those beliefs to support this purpose. And then, now that you have this here, what's happening with your body? What's the belief you have about your body? Because this is your vessel. As you start to build these other things and look at these other beliefs, all of these are going to have to be addressed. So as you're going into this, whether it's a new year, a new space in your life, whatever it is, Look at the beliefs. What do you believe? Yes. Look at that. Take a look at. Don't shy away from it. And it's okay if you find your belief is ugly or like let go of it. Just look at it from a higher perspective. It's a growth opportunity. It gives you a chance to see what the belief is. Now that you see it, you can reset, reframe it, see it, be it in a different way. Great opportunity. This is Paul from the neighborhood. I'm out. Looking forward to checking in with you guys in the next episode. Peace.